All right. So this is what we're working with, right? Like I said, it's gonna be a short stream, mate. I just got off of work. It's like 3 a.m. I gotta go to sleep because I gotta go to work tomorrow too. But we're here anyway. So we're starting off with Ash. Just let it be known this is entirely my opinion, and this is probably more going to be like how much I use the frame more than anything else. It's going to be my vibes, like what I like. I have used every single frame in the game, some more than others. You know what? Can I make another tier just for like? No, 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 not you, not you, not you. I don't want to do that. Oh hell no, That's definitely not what I meant to do. Come on. How the fuck do I add another tier? Because I would like to put a tier that's just like add a row below, add a row below. Okay, see that? See that? Let's just make this a tier where like I haven't used enough, not used enough. Like I've played every single frame of the game before, but there have been like, there's been a lot of updates, a lot of reworks to different frames that I just haven't gone back and played at all since they got a rework. Because just like didn't really have much of a reason to. So we're gonna leave that right there for not used enough. And let's get this started. So first we got Ash. Where am I putting Ash? I only recently started using Ash again, so he's a bit of a, I don't use him too much. Where would I put him? I think he's better than C, but is he A tier for me? I don't think so. I don't think so. I do drag him to spy missions though, so I'll put him in B. I'll put him in B. Atlas. This nigga's going to D. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? We need an F tier. I completely forgot. Holy shit! What am I doing? Get your ass back to the bottom. Okay, we need an F tier. Got a row above. Completely forgot. F. And that D is too high. It needs to be. There we go. There we go. Everything's cool now. Everything's cool. Everything's Gucci. You're going to D tier. The only reason you're not an F is because I know that you one punch shit. I just don't give a fuck, big bro. I don't care. I don't care that you can do that. I do not care in the slightest. Your ass. Banshee. You are definite ass. You're like one of the least used frames in the entire game. Even back in like 2014 when I think that's when it was 2014, 2015 when your prime came out. I won and done your prime. I did not give a fuck about your prime. I haven't used your prime since then. So it's a good thing you're getting a rework. Hopefully, like later on, hopefully that rework that's coming will make your tier go up higher. Baruch S tier, S tier motherfucker, S tier guy. The only reason he's S tier now is because like I want to say then like the last couple months, like past 2 months, I started using him, and oh my god, I love Serene Storm. W ability, love that shit. Caliban, not used enough. I'm gonna be completely honest. When he came out, I thought he was cool. I tried to play him. I didn't get I never got his gameplay loop. I never really like it didn't click with me. So either he's ass or he's not used enough. But people swear by him. Then again, people swear by every single frame in this game, considering like depending on who's main. So all of them can be used. It's just I don't I just don't know enough about this guy to like really rank him. Like I could put him in F tier, but I'm not comfortable putting him in F tier because I again not used enough. Chroma, Chroma, Chroma. Buddy, you're going in either D or F for me. You do one thing, well two things. You take damage and you deal damage, but that's not unique among any frames whatsoever. Big Dog Revenant can do your take damage better, and your fucking Geyer take your pick of whoever can do damage better. I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather use Mirage for a weapon platform than you. So you know what? I'm gonna put you in F. I am going to hope that you are next in the rework line after Banshee, because by God, do you need it. Ember. I understand Ember. I liked Ember better back in the day when she had World on Fire. I don't use her much these days. There's not really much of a reason for me to. So I'm gonna put you in C. Like, yeah, I don't use you enough to. You're not going to B. You're not going to B. You're not going to A. You're not going to S. You're not going anywhere but past C. And I don't think you deserve to be in D and F. Equinox. I'm trying to remember if Equinox got a rework since I last played her. I'm not sure. But I do remember that when I did, actually, I'm pretty sure she hasn't, now that I think about it. Pretty sure she has not. She needs one, though. She definitely fucking needs one. Where would I put you? I dead ass might put you in like D or F. Not because, yeah, because you're bad. Not because you're bad, but because I have other frames that do what you do, either better or just more fun for me specifically. So I'll put you in D or F. Like, you know what? The one thing that might save you is like I like your metamorphosis mechanic, your switch between day and night form. Like that's really cool. Unfortunately, it like turns off your ability. So you know what? Yeah, F. I'm sorry. Like I just remembered that you did that, and F. You go to F. Excalibur, the goat, the OG, the guy. My first Warframe ever. I am putting you in A. You're still a good frame. I use you every once in a while. But this I might put you down in B actually. Because like I just said, I use you every once in a while. There's no real reason for me to use you these days most of the time. There's just so many frames that can do what you do better. Or well, I guess not better, the same, or if I'm gonna go for an exalted weapon, I'd rather play Baruch. Even though your damage can be comparable, depending on how you build, if I'm choosing like this or that, I'm gonna choose that right there. I'm gonna be honest, big bro. I'm gonna be honest. And Baruch got better like defense. And like all you can do is just spam what radio blind for defense. And I mean that's fine and all, but I like Baruch's better. Frost. 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 I never used you all that much. Not back in 2014 and not now. So I don't even take you to defense missions anymore, man. You were very good at those back in the day, but so many frames have come out that just do what you do, but better. I don't know, man. I'm gonna put you in D. I don't think I'm gonna put you in F. Yeah, I'll put you next to Atlas. What the fuck is your name again? Gara, right? Yeah, Gara. See, I remember there was a good time where I was like playing Gara for like just 2 weeks straight, and now she was my main for like 2 weeks straight, and she was fucking good. She was very, very good. S tier good. I know that with Shatter Shield and all that stuff, you can do insane damage. That shit can ramp up really quickly, and that alone is worthy of S tier. But this isn't just about like a who's the strongest. It's a mixture of my opinion, who's strong, who's not, and like my just general like of the frame. And I'll be honest, those 2 weeks were fun, but it got old very quickly for me. So you're going in either B or A. I'm not putting you in S. Because I could pick up Baruch right now and have a shit ton of fun, but I don't think I could pick you up right now and have the same amount of fun. So you know what? I'm gonna put you in B. I might look over, but you could easily be an A too. Garuda, instant D, instant D. I don't like playing Garuda. I just don't, bro. It's a big meh, gigantic meh. Goss, you know where you belong, boy. You know exactly where you belong. Goss is a wonderful frame. I fucking love playing Goss, man. You are not the fastest. That still belongs to Volt. But when I am on the plains or in like any wide open area, you are immediately a frame I want to play. Just because I can run. I have freedom with you. And what's it called? Radial Sunder? Not Radial Sunder. I do not remember all these Warframe abilities names sometimes, dog, but you know the move I'm talking. You know the ability I'm talking about. Heat, cold, heat, cold. I like flash freezing them motherfuckers. And then heating them back up and watching them boom and watching them go boom with explosion ticks. It's great. Uh Grendel. I would have put you in S tier before they reworked you, but they reworked you. Look, this tier list is kind of going off like my first impressions of the frame. So like this was back before they got like buffed, debuffed. It's just my first impressions of the frame. It's what I'm thinking of when I'm putting these things down, right? And I'm gonna say, bro got debuffed. Before you could literally just eat everything, and then they put limits on him. I don't know why they did that. They shouldn't have done it. Well, I know why they did that. It was kind of unfair. He could just eat everything on the map and then not swallow it. Pause. But I kind of missed that. If it wasn't for but he still has Nourish. S or A? SA? Oh, let's pause. S or A. Let's just say it like that. I'm gonna keep you an A for now. Geyer, instant S. If you watched me in my like last stream playing Warframe, you saw me using that complete shit out of Geyer. Love her damage, love her kit. I love everything about her kit except her too. I do not give a fuck about her too. Couldn't care less. But overall, great frame, S tier. Harrow. I like him. I liked him when he came out. However, I just don't use him. If I want to do support, then I would just bring like Hildren, Trinity. Yeah, there's other things for support besides Harrow. And he kind of gets eclipsed by other frames that do support too. I guess I shouldn't be judging off of that. What do I think of you? I like the fashion frame that I have for my Herald. That's all I can really say, man. I like what I've done for my Herald specifically. So you know what? I'm gonna put you in B. I'm gonna put you in B tier. The only reason you're in B tier, I don't fucking know. No, what dog? I don't think you should be an A. Actually, you know what? You belong in A. Let me stop. I haven't used you in a while though. Is the thing. I'll leave you there. Hildren, S tier. I don't think I need to explain why. We all know Hildren's S tier. Like, come on, bro. Come on. You, Hydroid. That's your fucking name, right? I might be tripping. Is your name Hydroid? Yeah, Hydroid. Okay, I don't know why I was having a brain fart about that. I felt like that was not your name for some reason. Yeah, your name's Hydroid. Okay, you're going to not use enough. I'm gonna be honest. I barely use him. I cannot count the amount of times I've actually like picked him up and used him for anything. If I wanted to farm like resources, I'd bring Nekros. He's just easier to use. You just press one button and everything drops more. Inaros. For like 7 years straight, Inaros was my main man. Like just that. I understand that he's not exactly like top tier, but that motherfucker don't die. He don't die. I'm putting him in A. Talk to your mama about it. That's where he's going. Ivara S tier, instant S tier. Love you. I remember the farm to get you, bro. It was so annoying. It wasn't exactly hard because all you had to do was like just keep doing spy missions until you gotta. But it was kind of annoying to do back then because it was years ago, man. It was like I was just starting the game. So first of all, I had to look up how to get you. Then after I looked up how to get you, I had to get to the different planets that had the right spy missions at the right levels to drop your shit. It was just a hassle back then. Like if I had to farm for her now, it wouldn't be hard. You just just go do it. Just go do it, dumbass. But yeah, you're S tier. You deserve to be S tier. You're great at spy missions. That I literally only bring you out for that. So you do your job. You do your job. Korra. I think Korra might have been the first Warframe I just bought with Platinum. It was around this time where like I wasn't necessarily falling off of Warframe, but I think it was like it transitioning into, was it into high school? No, 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 because it was in 2014. That was my first year of high school, I think. Was it? I don't fucking know. But I forget when you came out. All I know is that like I think I had gotten a job or something at the start, and that's why I like started buying some Warframes with Platinum. You're cool, but I'm gonna put you in C tier. Like I understand that this is a personal list. Again, this is a personal list. Don't talk to your mama about it, okay? There's a personal list, personalized. I don't use you that much. I don't see a reason to use you that much. Why would I use Strangledome again? Nekros. I don't really care about your what do you call it? Your theme or whatever. I never really cared all that much. Lavos. A or B, A or B, A or B. I'm gonna lowball you a little bit. I'm gonna put you in B. Not because I think you're bad, because I actually enjoyed Lavos quite a lot when it first came out. But besides fashion framing or just like going out into like the relay and standing around, that's all I use Lavos for these days, big dog. Limbo. Limbo was actually the second frame, no, not second, the third frame I ever got. Because the second was Rhino. Limbo was like the third frame I ever got. And yes, before Inaros, it was Limbo, guys. It was indeed Limbo before Inaros. I was a Limbo main. Say what you want to say. I'm not going to apologize. And no, I did not know how he worked back then. So yes, I was indeed the problem in the mission sometimes. Most of the time. All the time. Except when I ran with this one guy back in the day. What was his gamer tag? I think it was like Rising Dead or something, right? What we would do, because we were low level players at the time, we were like brand new to the game. He would be Loki and I would be Limbo, right? And what we would do, I would banish him into the I would use banish on him and he would turn invisible so he could just like run through all the lasers and get to the spy and get to the you know spy console and hack it. It was great. We basically just like we strategized. Neither of us had an Ivara, but he had an ability that allowed him not to be seen. I had an ability that allowed him to pass through. That allowed me to pass through lasers. Match made in heaven. It was great. A tier. A tier. Loki. Bro, Loki. Poor Loki. You have fallen off so hard these days, man. Sad to see it, man. Sad to see it. Hopefully you're getting a rework soon, just like the rest of these guys. But I'm not about to put you in F. I don't hate you that much. Uh, actually ran a lot with Loki back in the day. I'll say B. Mag. Mag, you are so lucky that I have started using you lately because I would have put you in F tier, like let's say like a year ago. I probably would have put you in F tier because I didn't. Actually, no, I would have put you in not used enough a year ago because again I didn't use you that much and I thought you were ass, but you're not. You're actually a goat. Actually, I'm saying actually a lot. But A or B, I'll put you in B. Mesa. All right, guys, the heirloom skin for Mesa came out not too long ago. You know where she's going. I don't have to explain. I refuse to explain myself. I don't have to explain shit. You know why. Mirage. Mirage is another one that would have been put in not used enough. But I started I started playing a bunch of different Warframes just because I was getting bored with the game and I was like, you know what? I have 60 like 4 Warframes. Why don't I try using a different one instead of using the ones I always use? and that changed up the game a lot for me. That actually like gave me a lot of my enjoyment for the game back. S tier, by the way. I started using like solar eclipse, and I just saw my numbers explode, and I was like, "Whoa!" So this is a weapon platform, Warframe. Okay, okay, I see it. I see why people play Mirage. What the hell? I see it now. Nekros. Boy, you couldn't tell me nothing when Nekros Prime came out. That was. I still think Nekros Prime is like top 5 Prime Warframes just off of looks alone. Just off of looks alone. It's fucking beautiful, man. Beautiful frame. I also really like how easy it is to farm with Nekros. Whenever I'm going to farm something, Nekros is an instant grab, instant grab. Neja, however you the hell you want to pronounce it. Neja, you are probably going in C tier. I'm gonna be honest. I don't use you that often, but I've used you often enough to know how your abilities and everything work. I just don't enjoy playing you most of the time. Same with Nidus. Nidus is very, very strong in most cases and has like amazing survivability. I had to think about the word I'm trying to say there, but I just do not play you enough. I don't enjoy your gameplay all that much, man. I even recently like made a build to try and like you know get into it, get into playing Necros, but it not Necros, Nidus. But I could not, I couldn't do it, man. It wasn't that fun to me. Nova, Nova, same thing with Mag actually. Same situation with Mag and Mirage. Back in the day, I would have been like that frame is ass because I was a kid and I didn't understand how like archetypes and builds and everything works. Nowadays, I'm like, I will take you to a defense mission any day of the week. I'm gonna put you in A tier actually. I'm gonna be honest, you actually probably deserve to be an S tier. S tier frame. I have a lot of S tiers. I have way more S tiers than anything else actually. Not use enough. Instant not use enough. I've had like Nyx Prime since Nyx was actually my first Prime Warframe. If you were here back in the day, you would know that Nyx Prime was like everybody's first Prime Warframe, other than fucking Excalibur. We don't talk about Excalibur. Well, maybe not first, because there were primes before them, like Frost and Ember and all that shit. But around the time that I started playing, which was like 2014, Nyx was probably going to be your like first Prime Warframe that you ever got. And unfortunately, I was excited to have a Prime Warframe for myself finally. I just did not enjoy playing Nyx at the time. And now I know that she's probably had like what 2 or 3 reworks since then. I just haven't gone back to her, so I don't know how she works all that well anymore. Oberon. His kit is great. His kit is pretty good. Unfortunately, I just don't like playing him all that much. D tier. Octavia, you are kind of in the same boat. But I also haven't touched you in so long. I haven't touched you in years. Pause. I haven't played with you in years. Pause. I haven't played you in years. Yeah, let's talk like that. Let's say it that way. Should it not used enough? You don't deserve to say. You don't deserve to be an F. You know what? I'm gonna put you next to Nidus. You're C. You're C. Protea, A tier. A tier frame. A tier frame. I would put her in S. Unfortunately, she does not handle the content I need her to handle most of the time. That could be like me fucking up the build on my part, but that's just my experience with her so far. Revenant. Revenant, everybody here knows what you do. We all know that you do one thing very, very well. But is that enough to put you all the way up to S tier? I don't think it is, big dog. I really do not think it is. I don't think you deserve to be up there. You're a one-trick pony. You do nothing else but live. You're there. You're alive. Yeah, I don't think you deserve to be there. I'm putting you in D. That's crazy to consider you for S, but then to put you in D. But you don't. Should actually maybe you do deserve to be an F. Because like that's the same thing that I was saying. Like Chroma at least does 2 things, and he's still an F. Do you deserve to be any higher than F when you only do the one? Yeah, you're F. You're being an F. Rhino, instant B tier. I'm not explaining. I will not explain myself. Saren, bro, Saren. I gotta say, I haven't used her in a minute, so I'm not exactly sure. I know I need to redo her build. I need to redo Saren's build because I haven't changed her build in it's probably been like 7 years, bro. I haven't used her often, so I haven't really needed to change anything. But we've got a bunch of new mods and so much new shit in the game now. This could probably benefit from me looking back over her build again, especially with the new Archon. I think it's what Archon continuity. I could probably put that on her. Sevagoth. Sevagoth is everything that I wanted in a frame. Well, thematically wise, like he's very cool. I like his four where you just turn into his like a ghost shadow that comes off of him. He's so close to being what I want. Unfortunately, I just don't find him that fun to use a lot of the time, man. I just don't. I wish I did because he's really cool frame. I like his design. I like pretty much everything about him. I just when I play him, I don't get as much enjoyment out of playing him as I do a frame like let's say like Geyer or like Mesa or Mirage. I just don't get as much fun out of it, unfortunately. So we're gonna put you. It's either A or B because I'm not gonna put you in S just because of that fact alone. But I can also like understand why people like him, and I like him too, but I just don't like him enough to keep using him all the time. That sounds like a B tier to me. Styanax, one with the newest prime frame outs. Dog, you're C tier. I just don't like playing you all that much, man. I just don't. You're a very simple frame. He's a callback to like earlier Warframes with more simple like abilities and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you in C. I'm gonna keep you in C, big dog. I'm gonna keep you in C. Titania, my girl. I don't like playing you most of the time at all. If I had like any other choice, I'm not playing Titania. I'm not playing Titania. Like she's cool. Her four is cool. You turn small, you fly around, you little pixie fairy. Eh. I do not play like that. Ironically, Trinity is going down here. I know I mentioned that I use Trinity as a support, but that's just like the energy vampire thing. Does that even still work? I'm not even sure if that still works the way I think it does. It's been literal years since I really used Trinity in that way. So I need to recheck her build. Like shoot, when was the last time I fashion framed Trinity? I'm pretty sure Trinity still looks like base Trinity Prime. My Trinity looks like that. So I don't think I've changed anything about her. Valkyrie, dog. Valkyrie was another one of my mains back in the day. It went from, the first frame you choose, that's got to be your main for a while. So like my first frame was Excalibur. I never really used. Did I use Rhino? Yeah, I used Rhino as my main for a short period of time. I used them up to like the second Dream, I think. Then after that, it was Limbo, and then after Limbo, I like solidified on Valkyrie for a very, very long time. I solidified on Valkyrie until I unlocked the Gnarls, really. Yeah, I think I'll put you in A. Yeah, I think you deserve that. Valbin, S tier. Love you. I love Valbin. Nigga has zero survivability. Do not let him get hit. But does it really matter if you throw down a flechette orb and a vortex? Who's hitting you? Nobody's hitting you. They're all getting sucked up and cut up. Volts, also S tier. Volts is actually on his way to be my number one used frame. Right now he's 3. If I had known that what Volt was all about at the start when I first started playing, I probably would have picked Volt over Excalibur. Because these days, capture mission, Volt. Extermination mission, even though it's not probably like the best frame to use, Volt. When I'm going out onto like one of the main areas, one of the open world areas, Volt. because I just like fucking running, bro. I like running. I like being Volt, and I like running. I like doing like zoom. I like doing that. That's my thing, bro. Dog. I like it. Varuna. This is probably gonna make a lot of people mad. F tier. F. I don't like Varuna. I'm not, and this time I'm not gonna say sorry. I just do not like playing Varuna. From the start, I never liked Varuna. I just don't. Now, partially, is this because I don't use her all that much? Probably. But there was there's a period of time where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down, buckle down, and I'm gonna just use Varuna for a set amount of time and see if I can't do a little something, something. And the whole time I was just like, I'd rather be playing Volt right now, dog. I'd rather play Volt. I don't care about a 4 all that much. I'd rather be, if I'm gonna be using like, I'd rather just use Valkyrie or Baruch at that point. Like, nah. Wisp. Wisp was super cool when she first came out. It was either no, no. It wasn't Wisp. That was Titania was super cool when she first came out because she was the first frame that had like an idle animation that like actually like floated. Everybody was buying her idle animation and putting it on other frames. That's why I remember. That's why I remember from Titania. People were doing the same thing with Wisp when she first came out. But do I personally care about Wisp all that much? Not really, bro. Not really. She's with these guys down here. Like, I understand that Wisp is a very, very good frame, especially with like Breach Surge and all that. Unfortunately, I just do not care, ultimately. Mid frame for me. Wukong. I remember very, very clearly watching a Baus Phoenix vid. This is a throwback, by the way, a very big ass throwback years ago when he was still making Warframe content. Back when he was still making content. I don't think he's like uploaded anything in a long while at this point. But Baus Phoenix made a video on Wukong, and I watched it when I was like 14, and I was like, holy shit, I need that frame. And then like a week later, I got him, and I was like, damn, you don't die, but your stick is kind of ass. The stick was just kind of ass at the time. But they did some reworks and got him going again. Got him going again. Unfortunately, I also still don't use him all that much. I'm gonna put him in C. I'll put you in C, big dog. Unfortunately, you gotta go to C. Xaku. Not used enough or F. Because I've used you a few times, to be truthful. I just didn't enjoy those times I used you, man. I just didn't enjoy the times I used you, Xaku. I just didn't like it, Xaku. I saw it. I just didn't like it. Ureli. Ureli, you can't really handle high level content all that well, but there's a billion frames that I'd rather use you, that I'd rather use over you in high level content. But that's not what is the deciding factor. Do I have fun using Ureli? Yes, the fuck I do. A tier. Zephyr. Same thing, except you can actually do high level content. Actually, you're going in S tier now that I think about it. I started using Zephyr a lot like a few months ago, and I had the time of my goddamn life playing Zephyr. Citrine, you are going and not used enough. That's an instant not used enough. Culervo, that's also a not used enough type situation. Corvex, that is also a not used enough type of situation. If you didn't know, like any frames made after like 2020, a lot of them might be going in not used enough just because like when did I stop playing Warframe for that period of time? It was probably like 3 to 5 years I had stopped playing the game and I only logged on like very minimally. It was around Deimos. It was around the time Deimos came out. I think a lot of people stopped playing around that time. There was just like a bit of a content drought, like shit wasn't going too well. Now I just stopped playing for a few years at that point. Now I started playing other games, having fun with other stuff. So yeah, these three are part of that. Do. I don't know how to play you. I don't know how to play you, and I kind of know how to play you to an extent. Dante S tier, it's an S tier. We all know why. I don't have to explain. I do not have to explain why Dante's an S tier, bro. If I gotta explain that to you, then that just means you don't have Dante. Jade. This, what I am about to say, might make people upset because, you know, look, bro. Should I just say it? Well, she's going to not use enough because, again, that is true. It's not used enough. I don't like using Jade. It's the pregnant belly, dog. It's just the pregnant belly. I just don't like using Jade just for that reason alone. It's just that reason alone, bro. It bothers me. Like, I am getting shot at right now, and I have a pregnant belly. It bothers me. I don't like that shit. It just it bothers me to like it, it bothers me to my core. I don't like it, so I don't use her. Kome. Kome is a. I don't know how to put where to put Kome, dog, because I have used her a good bit, but did I enjoy it? Sometimes, and sometimes no. It's literally random because that's her shit. It's being random, random chance. So you know what? I'm gonna give you a 50% and put you in C. Since you want to be random, you getting a 50. There. How's that for random? Sight 09. Dog, I'm gonna be honest. I like Sight. However, I have never used this guy in like an actual mission before. And when I say actual mission, I mean like I've never taken them to like a strong defense mission other than like Hydron just to level them up. Besides that, I haven't done it. All my other uses of Sight have been in the simulacrum where I was like testing how much damage I could get his exalted rifle to do, exalted sniper to do. And I liked seeing those 2 billions. I like seeing them numbers. I like seeing them ricochets do more damage. I like seeing all of that. However, since I have not put him in like an actual like combat situation before, really, it's personal likes though, and I really do like you. I'm gonna put you in B. You have potential to go higher after I've used you in like an actual mission. You have potential. The Gaff, you're going down there not used enough. I don't understand your abilities. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. I just don't. I don't use you enough to know. Temple S tier, S tier. When I came back from Warframe, when I came back to Warframe, I mean, the update that was happening was Tech Rock Encore, right? They had that wonderful ass music that was on, what's it called, Lamenting the Days. I loved that shit. I loved listening to that because I wasn't here when 1999 first dropped. I arrived during Tech Rock Encore, and when I got I'm tapping my screen for some reason. Like y'all can fucking see me doing that. Well, technically you can't see me doing that shit, but you know, Temple. Temple was my guy. Temple was like he was another main for me actually, for a good long while. Like for the entire Tech Rock Encore update. I liked them so much that I wanted to get the Gemini skin for him. But for some reason, I decided to get the Gemini skin. No, not for some reason. We all know why I decided to get the Gemini skin for Wisp. We all know. We all know why. That booty. That booty. That's why I got the Gemini skin for Wisp. I should have just gotten the one for Temple instead because I hardly use Wisp, so it was just a waste of plat getting that Gemini skin for Araxia. Araxia, easy A tier. Easy A tier. You have potential to move to S. Actually, I might put you in S. No, let's not. Araxia was another one that I mained for a while. Like it was probably like what 5 months ago. I was using her a lot when I was like in the Orb Valis doing bounties. Don't know why. I just like the aesthetic and I like and I enjoy. I stutter a lot. It's in the freaking category. Not category. It's in the freaking description. You know I stutter. Don't talk about it. We all know what I'm doing here. But point is, I used her a lot when I was doing bounces in the Orb Valis because I was getting my standing up. Those are things that I never did like back in the day when they first came out. Like I never maxed out my standing for the Ostrons, never maxed out my standing for the Orb Valis or Stellaris United. Never did any of that because I was just like, I don't want to do it. I'm lazy. I don't want to do that shit. So I didn't do it. But I came back to the game, decided to go ahead and just do it. And I used Erexia for it, for the Orb Valis. Noko. I know a gay guy that plays Noko. Were you expecting any more information? Too bad I don't have any. Because I don't play him. Not used enough. I know that Noko can do like incredible damage, but that's about all I know about Noko. Uh, bro, what the fuck is your name again? What's this frame name again? Uriel. Uriel. That's Uriel. Okay. Uriel. I don't know where to put you because you kind of do not Valkyr, Ember's old job that she had with World on Fire, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. They nerfed the World on Fire, took that away just to make another frame years down the line that just did the exact same thing. I'll leave you an A. Yeah, I'll put you an A. Folly, you are a very interesting frame. You are a very interesting frame. The drawing frame, unfortunately, I do not use you enough. I've used you enough to make an. Have I even used you enough to make an opinion on you? I don't think I have, bro. I don't think I have. I haven't used you enough to make a full opinion on you. I don't think. Sirius and Orion. Listen, they're going in S tier just for the reason of they're two frames, bro. They're two frames in one. That alone puts them in S tier. It's such a unique concept and idea that alone puts them in S tier. Even if I don't necessarily like, they're not my favorite or anything, but I'm putting them in S tier because I like the concept so much that I think they deserve to be there. I think they deserve that. So this right here, this is the list. This is the list, guys. This is the tier list.